Hello, and welcome to the Spacewalkers live video. My name is Abubakar Dungula, and I am a network solution architect working with MBD at Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise. Today, I will present how innovative ALE solutions address challenges faced in oil and gas industries. So here's the agenda. I will start with introducing the oil and gas supply chains and sectors. Then I will discuss a few key challenges faced in the industry and some of the communication requirements for the critical infrastructure. Then I will discuss the current trend of IT and OT convergence and benefits for the same. After that, I will present to you the vision that ALE has for the industry. We will then go through the famous Purdue reference architecture commonly used in industrial control systems, and we will give an overview of the solution architecture that ALE proposes to meet the industry's challenge. Then I will briefly present ALE's LAN and wireless LAN hardened portfolio suitable for your mission-critical networks. And finally, some of the advantages of going with an ALE solution for your oil and gas infrastructure. I will close with some key takeaways as well. Let's get started. So the petroleum industry includes three main sectors or markets. That starts with the upstream sector, which includes exploration and production of oil and gas fields. This includes exploration using seismic, magnetic, or gravitational methods and drilling of oil wells. The second sector is referred to as the midstream sector. It includes pipeline, storage, distribution, and some of processing of the oil and gas. It provides the link between the production sites and the consumer sites. Most of the sector involves transmission pipeline companies and transportation. Lastly, the third sector is downstream, sector, and it includes refining and processing of oil and gas, retail and distribution facilities. It is the sector that includes end products from oil and gas raw materials such as gasoline, jet fuel, natural gas, lubricants, etc. So there are many challenges faced in this volatile industry, most of which is out of the scope of this presentation. But some of the challenges faced include, first the natural hazardous nature of this industry has an impact on the physical safety and security of your human resources and assets. So creating a safe working environment for your employees should be of the utmost importance. With the increased risk of cybercrime, protecting your infrastructure during attack is one of the challenges. Energy and utility industries is one of the most targeted industries by hackers. Regulation of the petroleum industry is complicated and unstable depending on the location. Many oil and gas companies, they hire external environmental experts to ensure compliance with both current and proposed regulations. With the recent pandemic, and the digitalization trends, there's a new form of workforce mobility, and remote working is ever increasing to meet such demands. So the mobility of workers is essential to allow access to the data on demand and allowing monitoring of your critical infrastructure. Your critical infrastructure should be able to withstand the harshest environments due to the nature of the industry. And resilience and fast convergence of your infrastructure is required to optimize production. With the recent increase in the demand for energy across all markets, it's important for oil and gas companies to focus on scalability. Of course, industrial networks often rely on real-time and deterministic communication with low latency. Operational simplicity of the infrastructure, allowing full visibility of your infrastructure, will support operational support workforce to quickly analyze and troubleshoot any faults. And last but not least, the infrastructure must maintain operation under fault conditions to ensure mission-critical communication is working for production efficiency. So OT, IT convergence. You might hear this term a lot. So this is where the world of the operational technology using traditional electromechanics in closed-circuit environments, they are opening their world to Ethernet connectivity and IP to benefit from smart applications and remote control. In order to deploy it, they have to discuss with the IT team requesting resources with this new type of services, which are foreign to the IT team. Communication in the industrial network usually is handled with proprietary protocols. However, with the IT-OT convergence becoming more prevalent, More and more industrial networks are moving to standardized communication protocols such as TCP, IP, and Ethernet. At the same time, they start to connect industrial IoT devices, which is opening connectivity to the world and hence to the cyber attacks. So this OT world is not prepared for those threats, and this is the beginning of the challenge where each world is rejecting each other. So, however, there's no going back, just an acceleration. And this is where ALE is embracing this opportunity. We are offering our cybersecurity experience and rich capability to the industrial domain, mainly represented by our ruggedized switch portfolio, network management, and zero trust network strategy. So each organization has its unique challenges and requirements, and it's at a different stage of transformation. However, despite their many differences, all of them face a common set of global challenges that have led to a collective need. They must accelerate their transformation by investing in innovation and technology. Oil and gas operators, they are facing three types of challenges, including global, technological, and customer retention. Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise is tackling these challenges with a three-pillar approach that focuses on enhancing safety and security, increasing operational efficiency, and improving customer engagement. So enhancing safety and security can be achieved by providing a mission-critical network for mission-critical services, ensuring people's safety, protection of physical assets, and maintaining a cybersecure infrastructure. Increasing operation efficiency is another pillar that focuses on providing centralized management and predictive maintenance of your infrastructure. Our last pillar is to improve customer engagement through network communications and cloud solutions. So we'll now go through the solution overview and the reference architecture as well. So the Purdue model, it was created by the Purdue University, which is widely adopted and was created to define best practices between industrial control systems and business networks. This reference model is also part of the standard in IEC 62443. This model provides segmentation at different levels or zones, where each of them is responsible for a certain function or process. So there are 6 network levels in the hierarchy. Level 5, which is shown here. This level includes the enterprise network, which includes corporate level services supporting individual business needs. They include services such as email, HRMS systems, and other business applications. These services are usually hosted in data centers at different locations or they are co-located. Then comes level 4, which is the business network. This level consists of the access network connecting to the local users, business workstations, IP telephony, printers, and other peripherals which are located at this level. It's the last level where direct internet access should be allowed. Network communication can be best effort delivery with normal reliability and resiliency. Then comes the IT/OT boundary, which is the industrial DMZ. It's sometimes referred to as level 3.5. Uh, it's the buffer zone where the highest security should be implemented to segment IT and OT communication. External access should be very restricted for remote access for troubleshooting and monitoring purposes. Then comes level 3, which is the site operation and control supervisory. This level is where the monitoring, supervising, and operational support for the entire site or region is located. Alarm servers, industrial access, industrial automation and control system servers, HMIs, historians, and management services are located at this level of the hierarchy. Domain services as well, such as DHCP, Active Directory, DNS, and time servers are located at this level as well. This level, there's a high requirement for real-time communication, a high reliability and resiliency as well. Then comes level 2, which is the local operation and control. So the scope of this level includes monitoring and supervisory control for a single process, cell or line. Processes are usually isolated from one another and they're grouped by function, type, or risk. So these include engineering workstations, HMIs, control rooms, and other systems. Then there's the cell area or zone, and this is a functional area within a plant or facility. It includes the remaining levels 0 to 2, sometimes levels 0 to 1. So these levels have a critical requirement for real-time communications, reliability, and very low latency. And then there's level 1, which is the local basic controllers. So it's often combined with level 0, but this level consists of controllers that communicate with level 0 related instruments, such as process sensors and actuators. So there's DCSs and PLCs and RTUs and process controls, control processors. They exist in this level. And last but not least is level 0, which is the physical process or field devices. So this level defines the actual physical processes such as basic sensors, actuators, IEDs, industrial IoT devices, and other field instrumentation. So the oil and gas network must provide multiple layers of resiliency, optimizing traffic flows and minimize disruption to the services by being cyber secure, application aware, and offering a unified, resilient management overlay. So in industrial networks, the backbone network is commonly connected in a ring topology, um, while a star network can be used in the access layer. Ring topologies are commonly used in industrial networks due to their low latency and fast conversion times, and low cost, of course, long distance wiring requirements. The site attachment, it can be designed as layer 2 or layer 3. We will provide an overview of the key technologies in this backbone network and site attachment options that provides the communication network which is able to provide resiliency, security, traffic segregation, and a high quality of service. So let's start with SPV. So SPV is our recommended fabric technology. It brings network automation in a very simple and versatile manner. This technology can be deployed in the campus, delivering a multi-services network with native segmentation to ensure a great level of security. It can be deployed in the data center both within the data center, but also between the data centers. It can also be used in the WAN as well. So it's a standardized technology. It's not proprietary. It's very scalable. It's based on layer 2 technology. Um, which gives it the advantage to be invisible on the IP network, thus providing an additional level of security. In case there's any bad event or failure, the convergence is very fast. It's even transparent to the users. So the creation of network paths and provisioning is done automatically. It's very dynamic. It's also very simple to configure and manage. One of the reasons beyond automation is that in order to run the SPB network, the knowledge required from IT is only Ethernet and IP. So SPB is our flagship technology, and we continue to push and innovate in this technology. We're even filing patents as we speak in order to improve scalability. So Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise hardened switches are the industry's only hardened switches that support SPB, which is ideally suited for a substation environment. SPBM provides a resilient network that's easily provisioned and can expand quickly and reliably carries critical data to where it needs to go on a predictable, consistent basis. The network can quickly heal itself and keep the vital substation power systems connected. We will present our hardened switching portfolio later in this presentation. So MPLS, which is multi-protocol label switching, it's a powerful combination of it provides a powerful combination of scalability, flexibility, and performance, making it the preferred choice for businesses and service providers seeking to build a resilient and efficient network. With its advanced features and robust architecture, MPLS continues to play a crucial role in supporting the evolving connectivity needs of today's digital enterprises. MPLS also provides a self-healing network, dynamically adjusting the path of the network depending on based on real-time conditions, which helps to minimize latency and congestion and leading to improved application performance and user experience. So our IP MPLS implementation in conjunction with our service-defined networking, we have features such as virtual chassis, dynamic services, zero trust architecture, and universal network profile, which allows for achieving an autonomous multi-technology fabric from the edge to the core. This helps to simplify operations, thereby improving business agility. It can work seamlessly, of course, with third-party MPLS solutions such as Nokia, and it allows for interoperability without any service switching. This helps to create the mission-critical network supporting the connectivity needs without interruptions with the speed and throughput needed. The next technology option which you can use in the backbone and the access is ERP, which stands for Ethernet Ring Protocol. So this protocol is used in networks in ring topology networks, providing sub-second convergence. It enables rapid convergence times, typically less than 50 milliseconds in the event of a link or node failure in the ring network, of course. It does this by dynamically rerouting traffic through the backup links, which helps to maintain network uptime and availability. It's designed for networks with a physical layer ring or interconnected ring structures and provides a protected single path of communication between any two nodes of the network. The concept of ring protection architecture is based on the traffic flow of all links except for one, which is called the ring protection link, or RPL. It's shown on red in this slide. In normal operations, the RPL is blocked to prevent network loops. In the event of any ring failure, the RPL is unblocked to allow for traffic to flow over it and maintain network connectivity. The coordination of ring protection actions on all nodes is handled by a protocol called RAPS, or Ring Automatic Protection Switching. So ERP it's a standardized protocol. It's defined in ITU-T G.8032 standard, and it's used to protect against network failures and minimize service disruptions. ALE provides support for ERP through its wired, hardened, and non-hardened portfolio of Omnia switches, both single nodes and virtual chassis configuration. Additionally, ALE enhances mission-critical networks running ERP protocols with numerous features such as advanced secure onboarding of users, devices, IoTs using the Access Guardian framework, for instance. So now we'll just briefly go over the Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise switching portfolio. I will cover the OmniSwitch 6465 and the extended temperature model 6465T and the advanced 6865 model. Then I will present an overview of our wireless LAN portfolio. So let's begin with our hardened switching portfolio. We'll start with the advanced model, which is the 6865. So the 6865 is a family of ruggedized advanced layer 3. They are very scalable Ethernet switches. They are designed to operate reliably in the harshest industrial environments and severe temperatures. They are high bandwidth switches that are ideal for mission critical networks that require high security, reliability, performance, and easy management. They are very easy to deploy with zero-touch provisioning and network automation and disaster recovery options. They feature also our Auto Fabric technology to simplify installation and service provisioning. Of course, they have higher EMI, EMC tolerance and a flexible range and power inputs and high surge protection as well. Our 6865 also offers precision time protocol capabilities, which is the timing requirements for industrial IoT devices. We also offer high PoE and fast perpetual PoE as well. These switches also support our advanced SPB technology for fast VPN services on the edge. Then we'll discuss the 6465 model, which comes in two models. There's a standard model and then there's the extended temperature model. We will begin with the standard model. So these compact switches, they offer a fanless ruggedized switch, which is ideal for industrial applications such as oil and gas. They are easy to deploy out of the box, zero-touch provisioning as well, network automation. They offer the same EMI, EMC tolerance and high surge protection as well. They offer the same PTP, precision time protocol, and they also offer layer 2 encryption capabilities such as MACsec. And then there's the extended temperature model. The difference is that this one is designed to operate in an extended temperature range, offering reliable operation from minus 10 degrees Celsius all the way to 60 degrees Celsius ambient temperature range. The fans they don't run until only if the switch is operated with an ambient temperature of 45 degrees Celsius to 40. The fan will remain off from minus 10 all the way to 45 degrees Celsius. So this PoE switch, it offers a value power efficient access for powering smart buildings, even for oil and gas as well. The PoE model, it's compliant with and offers 115 watts of PoE, and it also supports layer 2 encryption capabilities such as MACsec and as well as PTP. So these are our wireless LAN portfolio. We have three different outdoor ruggedized access points in our portfolio. Um, they are rugged access points. They support the IP67 standard for harsh outdoor environments. They can handle also exposure to high and low temperatures, persistent moisture and precipitation, and industrial strength surge protection as well. We'll start with the 1360 model, which is our 1360 model, which is our Wi-Fi 6 access point, which enables faster speed, more capacity, and efficient airtime allocation for both 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi bands. The AP 1360, it addresses today's challenges for mobility and IoT demands. They also have an integrated Bluetooth and Zigbee radio, enabling location and building automation services. It's ideal for medium to higher density outdoor environments. As mentioned before, um, in terms of security, our wireless LAN it supports WPA3, and in addition to our competitive Wi-Fi 6 1300 series, the new Wi-Fi 6E access points are marked by the 1400 series as well. We are also introducing our new Wi-Fi 7 access points, which are coming later this year, showing that we are constantly evolving as well. I will cover next the key value propositions of why to choose ALE for your mission critical infrastructure. So in this scenario of the constant innovation, our digital age networking strategy has most of the fundamentals to support the IT challenges and help organizations in general. So we start with the autonomous networks. The idea here is to create a network infrastructure that is mission critical, supporting the connectivity needs without interruptions, with the speed and throughput needed. And we do it maximizing the automation using AI to simplify day-to-day operations of IT and offer optimal customer experience. Next is the ability to support the massive use of IoT by offering simple and automated connectivity while keeping the network secure. We enforce zero-touch networking and we simplify the connectivity and management of these devices, creating a framework that paves the way for collaboration between IT and OT and eliminating what we call the shadow IT. In the first two pillars, we make sure that IT has a foundation that is robust and making their operations very efficient by automating many of the tasks. Now onto our third pillar, which is business innovation, is when IT comes to support the rest of the organization in their transformation to become more efficient, bringing valuable data to drive better processes and using technology to create new or better services to their customers. And to make sure this continuous transformation doesn't stop, we created flexible purchasing mechanisms that can be adapted to support each organization's need. So in a mission critical network, we are and we should be authenticating every connection, segmenting the network, and have an idea of what's going on a constant basis. But security is also about making sure that our operating system is solid and robust. We are the only vendor in the industry that opens the source code to an independent company specialized in cybersecurity. They analyze our code looking for any backdoors. They also do multiple black box penetration testing and white box tests to make sure specific areas of the code are exercised and validated. Our operating system also does address layout randomization, which is the scrambling of the object code at every boot. So every time you reboot, there's a randomized address layout, memory layout, making it very difficult for a hacker to try to exploit any specific memory area. For specific defense customers as well, we try to even maintain a separate software supply chain. So these set of processes and capabilities is the reason why we have been able to sell so many Department of Defense around the world. Additionally, our equipment has also been validated by multiple industry security certifications in the United States, Europe, and Asia. These stamps are reassuring customers and potential customers that we are putting the right effort in securing our operating system. Our solutions are ISO certified, ISO 27001, IEC also, European GDPR, French HDS, HIPAA, ISO 15408, common criteria, EAL 2 plus certified as well. There's many others as well. So now we will talk about one of the embedded features that we have in our switching portfolio, which is one of the most common security issues that results from IoT devices, which is the denial of service attack. So a denial of service attack is a security attack aimed at devices that are available on the private network or in the internet. So the first line of defense against these attacks, it starts with your network switches. They should, by default, filter any distributed denial of service packets. So a distributed denial of service attack is even more disruptive as the malicious actor uses a botnet zombie network to deliver the DOS attack. So most network vendors, they have a way of protecting against DOS attacks. However, the important difference that ALE offers are DOS filtering features that are enabled by default. So from the moment the switch is turned on, the network access is secure. So these basic DOS filtering features, they strengthen the foundation for secure connectivity and operation of IoT devices. So a few attacks, they aim at system bugs or vulnerabilities, for example, such as teardrop attacks. While other types of attacks, they involve generating large volumes of traffic so that network services denied to legitimate users, such as PEP-C attacks. So the switch can be set to detect various types of port scans by monitoring the TCP/IP, the TCP or UDP packets set to open or close ports. So we have a process to securely onboard objects in the network and to keep it simple as well. So we automatically discover whatever devices that are connected, and then we make intelligent classification, meaning we find out what type of device it is it supposed to be in the network, what purpose is that device used for, and then we deliver automatically virtual segmentation using technologies that we have, such as SPB, and we can also use VLANs. It could be any other type of virtual segmentation of the network. So virtual segmentation is key for the cybersecurity. At the end, what we want to do is we want to keep track of what's connected in the network. We want to keep an inventory, and we want to make sure moving forward that more and more we will be able to enforce the correct behavior of those devices in the network. So all of these capabilities are offered free of charge as part of our standard protocol functionality in combination with the OmniVista, which is our network management system. So we have the discovery, classification, and inventory. We're able to recognize the object types, leveraging a database of more than 30 million devices signatures. We also identify the connectivity medium, be it wired, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, or Bluetooth. We can also know the location of where this device is connected. Then all of this information is put automatically in an inventory that can help IT can use in order to keep track of what's connected in the network. So here we are solving a big problem for IT, which usually they're not controlling of what's connected in the infrastructure. And you have the concept of shadow IT. So you have users that are coming and connecting devices because it helps their activity, it helps their operations, but they don't notify IT about this. So here we can keep track, keep control, and make sure that the appropriate security policies are in place all the time. We could also, via professional service integration, leverage the Rainbow interface to notify in real time the IT stakeholders of new and unknown devices being connected to the network and propose specific actions to accept or reject the device in the network. So now we come to the segmentation of the network, which is fully automated as part of our Alcatel operating system. So leveraging the power of Universal Network Profiler or UNP, we define which group of devices should be connected to independent virtual segments and automatically connect these devices to the right segment as they join the network. The segmentation is an important cybersecurity defense feature, since security breaches in one device will not spread to the entire network, and it's contained within the segment. So furthermore, we can also define security policies within that segment. So to make it clear, let's take an example. Let's say there's three different types of profiles. One is for executives, one is for guests, and another for employees. Each one is assigned to a different VLAN, so their traffic does not mix. So, for example, the executive is granted with guaranteed high bandwidth, highest priority, and they have access to all the servers in the network. The employee may have access to most of the network, but not the HR and neither the finance data service. They are granted medium amount of bandwidth, and priorities are also medium. Now, the guests, they have to be isolated in a separate VLAN, which may have internet access only. Bandwidth may be minimum or even best effort with the lowest priority. So with this mechanism, the users are free to move around the network. As soon as they connect, the network will identify who they are and automatically adjust based on their predefined profiles. So these extra policies can be added to the UMP and forces not only macro, but also micro segmentation. As for visibility, we have our OmniVista network management system. So this it comes in two flavors, either on-prem or through the cloud. This service platform delivers a single pane of glass for full visibility of users, devices, and IoT. So this is where you can centralize your security policies using our inbuilt Radius server, which is inbuilt into the OmniVista. It's called UPAM. So we also have comprehensive dashboards with lots of measurement of the network, especially for quality of experience. Analytics also on the clients, analytics on the networks, and application visibility as well. So on top of that, visibility, the goal is to provide troubleshooting and root cause analysis tools in order to maximize uptime for the customers. It also features Open API standards and REST API as well for third-party integration as well. So another example of what we are doing for video surveillance as well is where we're helping to optimize the operations. So if you're not familiar with video surveillance systems, it's made of several components. It has the surveillance cameras, but also switches, storage, software to analyze the video streams and so on. So there's one piece which is the brains of all of this, which is the video management system. So, or it's called also VMS. So what we did is we put plugins directly into the VMS of the two leaders on the market, which are Milestone and Genetec. These plugins will allow the operations team to do some basic troubleshooting for themselves. So they can reboot the cameras, which are connected via PoE. They sometimes solve up to 85% of the problems without having to send anyone to the site. So they can also analyze some data such as the PoE consumption or if the network traffic is okay by allowing them to do some basic tasks as well. So by allowing them to do these tasks, we are empowering them, the operations team, and releasing these tasks from the IT. So this is a clear example of how we enable collaborations and improve the efficiency and day-to-day operations. So in these mission critical fabrics, we have to ensure 24/7 network monitoring. So we do that with our AI-based network companion, which is called Network Advisor. So it enables IT teams to run their network to remediate any incident without having to be 24/7 in front of the network management interface. We can obviously get notified of events and we can fix issues using one tap of the smartphone. We can even tell Network Advisor to do the same remediation automatically in case any similar event happens in the future. We included, of course, an interesting prediction from Gartner saying that by 2027, almost all enterprises, or 90%, will use some AI functions to automate the running of their network and to automate the management of their network operations. Today, it's only 10% that do it, but we will see a dramatic acceleration of the adoption of this technology, and we have a very interesting position in this area with Network Advisor. So let's close with some key takeaways. So in the beginning of this video, I have discussed some of the challenges faced in the industry and some of the communication requirements for the critical infrastructure. So in order to effectively provide resilient, reliable, and secure backbone connection across the network infrastructure, the Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise Oil and Gas Solution helps to meet the challenges of this industry with solutions such as high network efficiency with service convergence, assured application performance with deterministic quality of service, optimized network design with multi-service network technology integration, and high network availability and uninterrupted operations, and also secured operations, and flexible end-to-end network synchronization and unified management for increased operation speed. So the next time you are searching to upgrade your mission critical infrastructure, make sure to look for products that have also passed the most stringent, objective, and independent security attestations that can ensure the security of your critical infrastructure. Our field-proven switching portfolio, it comes embedded with software protection, automation features, and intelligent fabric, and also supports advanced security features that support encryption of your most critical data and helps to achieve a zero trust framework for your critical infrastructure.